the Community Night Show.
Starring
the YouTube community.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Johnny.
All right, boys and girls.
Good God.
Our special guest has arrived.
What's everybody doing? Love this video.
Our special guest has arrived. Hot, right?
Hungry.
Sweet. Hungry. Oh, man.
Yeah, I love that video.
Right?
Yeah. I think we got a lot of it
Live
memorized.
stream. I didn't tell anybody.
There he is. We got Australia here in the house. Howdy, Angel. Hello, Sick. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Oh man, up ahead.
Hello.
I wasn't speeding.
Ebo Rick.
That's the night, you know, when they have the
Good
parades and
afternoon.
they
Good
celebrate a
evening.
little early 'cause
It's
it's
so
on a
hot
good
here.
day, 'cause it's
I got the
actually
window
on the
open.
4th.
I could
I'm
use some
gonna pull
AC.
right on over here where the po-po
I'm not
man
going to
is.
do it.
Welcome back to Retired Rider.
Hey, retired rider.
Okay.
Maybe he'll stop in today. Hello again, Gloria. Good to see ya, darling.
Hurry up just to slow down.
Hey,
If you're still
darling.
rolling, popping into neutral
He's
goes
southern.
in a lot easier when you're still rolling.
Gloria,
get
it
my
rained
talker
all
almost
day.
locked out. If y'all
Rained
can
all
make it to
day.
the
Make the money. Is
community
that what it was?
live, it'll
YouTube is supposed to be you, right? So I figured, well, I'll make a channel that's me.
Pretty rude.
Years later, I started
That was
doing
somebody
live shows. The StreamYard was a big
Interrupting
help.
the movie
You know,
y'all
I like
watching,
being
probably.
creative. And
That is rude. Well, no, I was just thinking, man, they're probably, would you shut up? We're trying to hear what the hell's being said, and I'm over here flapping my damn jaws. Are we live? Are we?
Hello?
Hello? Anybody there?
You're good.
I know. I'm just. That's so quiet. Oh, 4 days, no money. I've had days. I've had like 4 weeks, I think, a while ago. Thank God. Oh, that's too much. Too much. Gloria said, any flooding, water damage? We don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know we're supposed to have rain sometime. We're supposed to have rain last couple of days. It still hasn't done it yet. But man, she's been warm. He's good. Oh, how you been? Sick? You have a good day, man?
Yeah, I just chilled out a little bit. You know, I didn't really do much.
How about can I say that cuss word, that storage unit? How's that? You got much left?
Oh no, I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm out. I was out the 31st.
Holy shit. Well, no
Yeah,
wonder why you've been a little happier lately.
Yeah, I was out the 31st.
Well, what'd you say there? It's 2:21 a.m. for you. Know who? Let's see if she. Oh, yeah. Partying stops in or not. Yeah, I know. She messaged me on one of her videos and said, oh, on my video, the live from this morning, and said, howdy. You know, and I told her, I said, well, we snooped around her channel. We watched some stuff. And then I went to another one of her videos where I saw she had a broke leg. Poor thing. She's still healing. And so I messaged her. She messaged me back and we said some things, and you know, so hopefully we'll get to see her a little bit, you know. And I wonder if she'll do like a one in English for us, just a short or something. That'd be kind of fun to do. And it's got a really neat voice. I don't know if you go. Yeah. I put Nana Grace. I pinned her too. We'll see Nana, man. She did a neat short too. It's got like 74 likes on it. So, you know, it's probably got a lot of hits too. But she's a sweet lady, and she's been showing up to lives, and because she was on her lives and we was talking about her lives, she actually made a video and explained the chicken coop and everything about it, because, you know, we were all kind of curious. And that's her passion. It's her love. She's an outstanding, wonderful community lady.
Yeah, she's a great lady.
Yeah. You gotta let people know how much we love them like that. And Quick Shoe. Get out of the tub, man.
What's
The
up?
wrinkling. You're pruning. I just know you're pruning in that tub.
What's up, Rick? What's up, Angel Face? What's up,
If you
everybody?
don't know, Quick Shoe just rode home from South Carolina for the last couple months, and
Yeah.
what did he do? He went to Forgotten Angels. He did something else, Daytona or something maybe, and party animal. Now he's home, relaxing.
I
Got
met
home.
down there.
Yeah. What'd you say again there? I'm like a read. It's not here. I live in a valley on a lake, down by the river, rolling doobies. That's just what it reminded me of. Live in a valley on a lake. So it goes on downstream. Water is up a couple feet, but it won't get higher than that. Yeah, man, we had to be careful. When I lived up in Minnesota, I lived about 30 minutes when I was younger anyway, from Fargo, North Dakota, and you had the Red River, you had the Wild Rice River. The Wild Rice River went right through town. People build their expensive homes on the river, and a flood, especially if you got a lot of snow. It was just insane. So we'd be sandbagging. People call you every spring. Hey, you want to come help us sandbag? No, move your house. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what you feel like. Don't build your home where you're going to have a mudslide.
Yeah.
Like what's his name said. Move to where there's food.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Sam Kinnison.
Yeah.
Look, you know what this
Food
is?
is. Get out of the desert. There's no food there.
This is sand. You know what's going to be in 20 years? It's going to be sand in 20 years. Move to where the food is.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Brainy and me are at the campgrounds near Catastrophic are soon having a nice relaxing evening near the ocean today. That's freaking great to hear, man. Great to hear. Family time and peace and relaxation. You got to love those moments. Cherish them while you have them. Love the area. Who's singing? Sounds like the guy who sand, silence, silent.
I got to close the door.
I can't say those words, Gloria. Gosh, got to put them in the, break them down, and so I can pretend I'm in third grade. Dr. Hook, perhaps? Yeah. He did some great songs, but I keep getting richer. Just can't get my picture on the cover of the Rolling Stones. Remember that? Oh, yeah, him. Forgot his name. Dr. Hook. Huh? Him. Is that where they got the hymns from? You sing in church? Church hymns. How about those hymns? Those are hymns too. Let's go, Dave. Dave, where are you, man? Slacking tonight. You're probably naked and in the garage. Don't want to get on camera. Should I even be here? It's sunshine. I know. What's up with that? I thought we were riding today. What happened with that scenario? Plus 14. So that could be sweltering for all I know. 60s, right? If I remember right, it's going to be in the 60s. Am I only check in for weather? Possibly. What you got there in sunny, sunshine, orange state of Florida? Sick.
Right now,
Yeah.
outside, it's 84 and sunny.
You see me? You see me? Cool 77. Yeah. What is tomorrow? 81. It said 85 today. Yeah, I bet it was. Sunday. Damn it. 45% rain tomorrow.
Moto.
What? Oh, goodness. That's current too, huh?
Yep.
77. So, yeah, we're only like 6-degree difference.
Feels
all
like
right.
86, it says.
2-4, you want to show off your attempt tonight with us?
Yeah.
Want to tell us about your thermometer? That might not be the right way to ask that.
Yeah. It's up 2-4.
I got the biggest thermometer. Let's try it again. Why not? One more time. How you doing, Ruby? You've been working too hard. I just know you have been. I haven't seen anything like from you lately either, like videos or stuff.
What's up,
Is
Salty?
it just me?
What's up,
Salty, how you doing, man? Oh, glad you told me all of this, Motorbomb, Virginia. I'm glad we have made the connection. Which one?
What's up, Ruby?
Did we connect at some point?
We had a connection.
We've been friends for a little while. We call it friends, right? That's what I would call it. We are good friends.
Salty, Ruby.
Yep. I'm just sipping through some. Are we
Yeah.
caught up close? We got to be pretty close.
Getting there. You're getting there.
Mhm.
I would have been. Oh, wow. You better hurry up.
We're camping this moment. Why? What's up? You expecting a rush? I
No,
want to see. We have 14 people up in here.
but you're a little behind.
Am I? Yeah, I better get the whoop on. Says I would feel bad that I invited her here and then I don't even show up myself. Oh, goodness.
Everybody stop
Man,
typing for
we
a
all
second.
got lives. It's okay. And I cover for I told her, AKA Angel Face Moto Rider. Is that I get the whole thing right? Well, let me just go right up back here. Yep. See? Angel Face Motor. I was right. Going in the hot tub with my wife very soon. All right. We'll see you in a couple hours. Or in a minute. Send me a link, Sick. Didn't I send you one?
I'm already on it. Done.
Brainy, how are you? I know how you are. You're camping. You're in your happy place. You're probably laying there, got the summer breeze. Makes me feel fine. Do, 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 do. Remember that old song?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Summer beachy breeze. I know, I'm pretty good mood tonight. I'm feeling happy. There he is.
He will
Let's see
take the bus.
We got the summer breeze going. You are enjoying the summer breeze. Hold on.
Here's the Motobomb.
Hey, Brainy, how are you?
Hey!
Ooh, good to see you, everybody. Man, enjoy the best evening ever, would you?
You should have asked
Have it
for
on
it.
us, the community.
Looks like-
Greeting you wonderfully. Look at that smile. That's worth $1 million right there. You can't pay for those.
Oh, man.
So you tell me
Woo.
what you think,
Going for
Janet.
that guy with dental floss.
That sounds familiar, Roland, with T-Bone. So how's it going, man? You how long you been there? Yeah? You telling me to hush? You hushing me on my own
Oh,
show?
he's touching
I know
me.
you are. Okay. I wanted to start something.
Oh,
Start something fun.
okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I got you.
You can't
Right.
broadcast what's being said at the moment.
Yeah, I got you. I
got you
understand.
too. Got the hand muppet rolling. That's
I
good.
got it.
So when hate is loud, love cannot be still. That is nice, Brainy. I think it's nice, isn't it? Do boom, bam, boom. Sorry, got to fly through unless you got a question for a little bit. We are not going to talk anymore about bike batteries. I know. I bet you're pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think it was statements that were made out of love, whichever way you go. It was, and I know you know this, but
yeah.
what else did it say? Yeah, you saw me
I'm sorry.
treading water on a question there, and you just took over the.
Sorry.
Yes, don't be. I was like, I just thought it was kind of funny. Like,
I
yeah,
was
there,
trying to
see,
rescue
you see
you,
how I
bro.
got to deal with you, Dean, when you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Sorry.
No. So you went to the battery show. Tech promises lithium battery will work in my. That's great to hear. That's great.
I'm just worried about your temperatures, Angel. That's all. It's cold, and they don't like the cold.
She ain't riding in no cold anyway, and she probably don't want to start. But I thought she did some. I don't know if she does some startups or what she does to maintenance those out in the. Because you're in Canada, right? You got your bike outside. She don't have
I mean,
a stable for them. You have to winterize your bike, like run them out of fuel. What do you do for the coating inside your gas tank so you don't get surface rust? I mean, you keep them full and then add an additive. I don't know. That's a good question. I should shut up because somebody might be wanting to tell me the answer like you, Sick. Do you know that answer?
Well, I'm going to catch you up.
Yeah. Yeah, 43 ain't too bad. Snow, woot.
2-4 is getting freezing rain and getting snow and freezing rain tonight.
I'm wooting all the time. Who is a wootin'? Somebody's last name is like Wooten. Wooten.
He helped me install it, and now he's watching and smelling it closely. Let's push play. No issues. All right.
General Wooten.
That's freezing, Ruby. Yeah.
I can hear Dave's deep voice right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was sweating today.
Free sound effect. You ready?
Nice. 44 in Stillwater, New York.
Yeah. Is that as good for you as it was for me?
That's awesome, Ruby.
It was an after dinner.
That was perfect, Moto. By the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Say that again. It was what?
That was perfect.
Perfect.
Pristine. Pristine.
See me kind of perk up a little bit when you talk that fancy stuff about yourself. Like, dang it, he sure perked up, you know?
Yeah. Did a short at work. He got 1,500 views, Ruby. Good for you.
Joy blogs. Hey, I got something for you, Joy. What is this? Is it this one? I always hear that on her. Whoops. I always hear that on your channel. She has a great show. She supports a lot of channels. So I always hear that laugh, and it's like a party when you're there. I had to get that. I had to get that laugh. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
So got to have that too, you know.
Joy.
Like little kid. Like, I want that toy. Can you share? Remember that when you were kids, man? Having to share toys really sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
And the one you didn't even really care if you had it, but if your friend had it, like, you know, that was the one you want, or your cousin, you know. So I had cousins I grew up with too, and we had to share our stuff. I'm like, no, that's mine. I own that. Guys, I'm worried too, but I decided to try this fancy $140 battery. Come winter, I will put the battery out of the bike, like I always do. And I know they are not good in the very cold. Yeah,
Okay.
It sounds like you got it handled.
Yeah.
That's just good. At least you know some of the pitfalls. You learned some more stuff. We all learned some more stuff about batteries this morning. You try to come up later, host? That's heck yeah. Anytime.
Right. We're caught up.
We should get you up here on your soundboard, and I know you speak English. You can come up here. Joy. You can run the whole show.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Have a Joy show. She's just sweet.
I got my sewed on. I gotta pick it up next Friday.
Yeah.
Some patches I gotta put on the vest. What's up there, Key Fob? Sorry about that. Was that me that was saying things that you didn't want to?
Were we cussing or swearing like sailor? This is a family-friendly show. We'd be good for the beach people too.
No, I was.
Come on, us?
Yeah, the ultra sensitive Brainy couldn't take the language from Sick anymore.
Oh my God, ultra sensitive Brainy! I could just see. No tolerance.
Oh, sorry, I'm in a private community. I can't talk.
Okay. You're okay. We've been censored. We've been censored before.
If you aren't taking them, leave them, and we'll or either take them. If you aren't gonna. Don't throw them away. We'll keep them and give them to Siete whatever she can eat. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm trying to talk to you over there, Brainy, and you just ignore me.
Love y'all. See y'all in the morning.
Be safe.
I'm being safe, all right.
Yeah, gotta play with these toys, man. Have a good time.
And
Remember
now I'll
when
tell you
Mac
what,
first got
dog.
a soundboard? He was hitting it hard. He had the whips cracking, and he's a good entertainer.
Yeah.
Get him some new toys and some stuff. He knows how to set up a quick scenario. And yeah, sorry I got you on the big blast there like that, key fob, but I just
Oh no, it's all
thought we was
right.
gonna get some beach scenery, and some, scenery.
The beach scenes for my OnlyFans.
We got you. We got you. You're wonderful to look at too, and gaze and stare and spotlight you again. See, look at that. There we go. Oh yeah. What color do we have the long, what do we call that? The hair wrap on your chin. The chin.
Oh, that I don't know. That's medical
Hair.
wrapping today.
Yeah. Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandy's really lazy, and I've given her everything, and,
No.
and she still won't braid it.
He
Yeah.
demands I sit on lap,
Well,
topless. To do
hello. You're married.
He demands it.
Damn
That's
it.
not unreasonable.
That's not
That's
unreasonable.
not unreasonable, right? Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't think it's being unreasonable.
See,
Sure,
no
he
one
paid a
thinks
lot of
it's
money to get those
unreasonable.
privileges. I'm being sexist right now. Sorry.
How else you gonna get me to stay focused?
I told him at the camp out, Cammy Bay was gonna cut his goat, and he said no. She can
Oh.
braid it. Because she sits on my lap. I said she's gonna punch you in the face if you tell her that.
You would too if she sat on my lap, so that's why she can braid it. I don't want to get punched in the face
That'd be
by
awesome,
nobody.
buddy. That'd be awesome. I'll get to know you a
I'm
little
all
bit.
in favor of
Go ahead.
in Key Fob's request.
All in favor, say
Say aye.
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 What
Aye,
song
aye.
is that? I. Going down going off the
Yeah.
rails on the crazy train.
But I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for you to do it. That's all.
Let's see. As long as the voltage regulator keeps the battery above 14, yep, consistently while running in short rides, don't
He
cause a
had to
drop
use metal
to drop
tape.
below 13
He had
volts.
to use medical
You'll be
tape
fine for the most
broken-
part.
Right.
Well,
Sorry.
sounds like you went and got your education. Awesome. You curse like a sailor, Brainy?
Oh, I thought you was
Could you give us a little example?
No, I take that back.
Take that back.
Yeah, it's really not that big a deal. I mean,
go away.
yeah, there's a difference between that and you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just like, and I really don't care either, but we try to be friendly for everybody. You never know. Would anybody really get offended, you think? I think like we have some members, right, that come on, just be like, I'm gone. I'm going to leave. Trees is all we see right now, but I told him I want to go skinny dipping. That was a big deal when you were a kid. He was always hoping, the neighbor girls would go with you too. You start those rumors at about 10 at night. I lived on a lake, and we had a floating raft way out, about another 30 yards off the shore, and it's only 10 foot of water out there.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time growing up on the lake, water skiing, and
I dig my hole deeper. Foot mouth. Just tell him foot mouth.
foot mouth.
I got
in the mouth.
Cops skinny dipping with my girlfriend when I was
Oh,
16 at the town pool, and I was on the
What a
phone
bragger.
for the course, so they let me walk home.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what is nice when you live on the lake? Like I had some tower speakers. I was in the second story on our home, and I opened the windows, and I'd put those speakers from my home stereo. That's when you had the components and stuff.
Yep.
I think I had a Kenwood and
Nice.
a dual turntable. It was called Dual, and some Hitachi tape. But anyway, so the first thing I was able to crank out was Judas Priest, British Steel, and crank that's all my 40 watts, which ain't that much, but it was still a nice thump, and it would carry across the water right out there where we were swimming just fine.
Nice.
Yeah, sound really travels across lakes, rivers. You can't tell no secrets out on the boat.
Yeah. Sound travels.
Mm-hmm. Like time traveling.
Bernie hasn't learned that yet.
What'd you say? No, I have odometer salty. I didn't even know how to use an odometer. Smiling at it every hour just for fun. Yeah, just for fun. Smile at it. Yeah.
Killing me, kid.
Have you all see? It's good for us all.
Like she had no idea that y'all were going to be reading the comments out loud. So she made one about skinny dipping, and her face turned brake light red, and she had to go walk away.
I'm so sorry.
Is she really? Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Brainy, I didn't know. We love you. Nobody thought that you're the only one. Yeah,
that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean,
right? I'm still not complaining.
Look at the stories it kicked up and brought about, I don't know if they were good. How you doing, Georgia Hillbilly?
Salty needs a link.
Thanks for coming by and saying hi. It's been a little while. I know T-Bone probably got you fired up earlier. I know T-Bone just got off alive not too long ago and talking about, a few things. The main thing, I think in the beginning anyway, was about the GAM. Gamut. That, yeah. And having prices switched up on them because they got to all have got to stay overnight. At least one that can have one ride. So it's going to be a kind of a small gathering, right? Is that not a small gathering, but not like a big schedule of things that you're going to do. You're just going to go on one major ride, kick it off. But anyway, instead of like $80 a night, they like almost double,
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they told them one thing, and then when it came time to buck up, nah. So anyways, he hit alive and talked about some stuff, so if you wanted to know, we go to a replay.
Yeah, I got back to replay on that.
Link, salty. Got it.
Salted. I sent
you salted it and sent it?
The link.
You're wonderful. Put a twist of lemon with that link, would you?
I salted the link.
Yeah, spiced it right on up for you. There's the salty one.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
I hear you great, man.
Good job.
I hear you great.
All right.
Boy, we just get our whole face covered down here on the bottom where we are, salty. We're like, we got to censor these guys. Yeah. I love your background. You got her up there, grandbaby.
Yeah,
that's so awesome. Like,
we got to
Please go. What do we say? Story. This afternoon, I was at the Riders Hangout on the Avenue. This place is filled with trendy small stores and bars and clubs. A rider pulled in, followed by a police car, pulling him over. We got more to this story, I bet. Oh, good, Moto. Thank you, Georgia Hillbilly. You're all good too, brother. I'm just happy to have you around and say hi. Soon after, 2 more police cars pulled in as backups. Us other riders who were just parked and hanging out just watched. You feel the suspense building? I do. I'll be at GAM Saturday, 17 May. Yeah. The suggestion was just to ride up, to get that, start out early on Saturday and haul butt over there. So, got to kick the first one, get the first one started. More will be revealed. I'm like thinking, why don't you just go to a town that has cheap motel, or somewhere on the outskirts somewhere and just ride wherever you are, end up there. the thing is more about riding with each other and like I don't know where you're riding. I'm just
When is
thinking
that?
out loud. I don't know nothing about nothing. When is it?
It's the weekend of that thing, Salty.
That's what I thought. I'll be rolling. I think I roll right through there.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, literally like straight through. I think.
Yeah, we get people coming in from up north. Yeah, it'd be nice where you could, motel it and get a few days to prep up and get ready with everybody. Swange, I'm gonna see how you're doing here in just a minute, Salty. I felt trapped because I did not dare push start my bike in front of all the police standing around watching us. You felt, yeah. I want to stand out. She probably got that real loud exhaust going too, right? Like there goes Angel. Jeez, turn that thing down. All right, Salty. Welcome on in. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're like on like a normal living again and doing stuff like you used to do, huh?
Yeah, somewhat. I'm close to it. I guess is the best way to say it.
Playing the role is healthy.
Yeah, just getting there, getting it back to normal. Got back to work. I'm not working 6 days. I'm kind of working 4, but it's better than nothing. So
hell yeah.
I kind of get a 4-day weekend every week because of it, because I still got therapy and appointments and everything. Man, where is Keyfob at? Because he looks like he's like been out riding outside, enjoying life.
He's camping. Being key fob.
Yeah.
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream.
Salty, if you can, send me a link of what exactly I should get so I don't spray
I will.
my bike that's take paint off or anything.
Yep, I'll send you a link of it. I got the stuff. So, yep, I got.
I'm gonna dip out and spend some time with Brainy and the dog here.
Yeah, pop in later. You got something fun to share or say? Let us know. If you decide to go skinny dipping, just throw it on.
Or if you get that beard shaved, make sure that's got to be. Do it live. Do that live. That'll be perfect.
What happens at the lake stays at the lake.
Stays at the lake.
What happens at the seaside stays at the seaside.
Yeah, stays there.
Believe.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, you guys. Love y'all.
Have fun.
All right. 57 minutes and 23, 22 seconds for the Salty Live tonight at 9:00. Okay.
Yeah. I have a funny story. Well, kind of funny story about a battery.
Let's do it.
So I changed over to lithium ions on all of my bikes, and they worked well for the most part. Except for I can tell you that I spent about $280 a battery for 6 bikes. Okay.
Damn.
And bought the charger to run 6 batteries on tenders for bikes.
You have that many, like at one charger and go 6 leads?
I have a lead. I have 6. I can charge 6 batteries at one time off of my tender.
Yeah, those are nice.
I have 2 of them because I have 13 bikes, so I can charge all my bikes on the tender. Are
you a junkie?
Yes. So we were on a group ride, and we were about 45 minutes from my house, just leaving. We were at the first stop. There was about 70 bikes on the ride, and everybody was inside, and we come outside, and there's somebody that wasn't with us taking the seat off of my bike. And we walk out, and we're like, "What are you doing? And what is that smell?" The guy had been walking by and smelt my bike and knew what the smell was.
Oh, the sulfur.
It was the lithium ion battery melting down, because Harleys on slower rides, older bikes, because this bike in particular was a 07, the idling, they don't put out enough voltage to keep the battery at a steady voltage. So the spikes Where what the spikes did is it burnt
Yeah.
one of the cells out of the lithium ion battery, and as it was sitting there, the heat from it was beginning to melt down. By
welding.
We got the case out. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Rob, welcome in, and Road Reality. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
So we got the battery out, and on the concrete as it started to smoke and started to melt.
Wow.
And I mean, luckily the guy walked by and knew what it was. He was a firefighter and knew what the smell was. 5 minutes later, the battery was on fire on the concrete, and the fire department got there, and it took them 20 minutes to get that small motorcycle battery fire out. And
that's crazy.
It had melted the asphalt where it was sitting at. It had melted into the
once it starts that process of doing that, and you smell it, there's no stopping it.
There's no stopping it. You can't put it out. You can't.
It's like
a chemical reaction.
Yeah, it's a chemical reaction.
Yeah.
And what happens is there's confusion on lithium-ion batteries are great. The problem is in the motorcycle world is we don't cruise at a continuous speed, and the voltage regulators for jumps and the spikes.
Yeah.
Spikes are horrible on lithium-ion battery.
So what does a regulator do? It won't
regulate the regulator. See, a battery. Your stator puts out AC voltage, which is alternator and current, the same thing as your house runs. The rectifier changes it over from AC to DC, so it's direct current, steady current. The regulator takes it down to 14.6-ish volts.
Right.
Older motorcycles, though, are at 13.4 volts, and that's the AGM MAT batteries. I mean, there's a lot of lead acid batteries, like on older Harleys, like pre-fuel injection on a carbureted Harley, you can't really even run a lithium ion battery in it because the voltage is too alternating too highly, and you could actually burn out the rectifier in the Harley running a lithium ion battery. And I like the lithium-ion batteries. I run them because they're lightweight and they're small.
Yeah.
And they fit anywhere, and you can lay them down, stand them up. They they do everything great. But I spent over $1,000. I spent in the total conversion. I spent between the charger and everything about $2,400.
And were you able to use them on all your bikes?
I threw them all away.
That's what I thought you were going with. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've changed everything back except for one of the bikes. One bike still runs lithium ion because it fits all of the requirements to do that. And then like all my choppers and everything, it's all back to the MAT AGM batteries.
Ooh.
I'm not saying lithium ion batteries aren't good. What I'm saying is that and people don't know that. I mean, I have a degree in electrical engineering and automotive field.
Yep.
And I have been to multiple schools. I'm master ASE certified in motorcycles, cars, heavy trucks.
Yeah.
And the electrical side of cars is the biggest thing I do. And I work closely with several battery suppliers from Interstate to Everstart, Alkaline to Duracell. Every battery manufacturer out there, they really don't know that the constant speed of it, and that they're battery salesmen, and they want everybody to run to a lithium-ion battery. But once you buy a lithium-ion battery, you can't take it back because it costs them more to return that battery than it does to.
So they might convince you otherwise of something else or information.
Yes, because disposal of a lithium-ion battery is expensive, and you have to send it. But the packaging alone is $62 just to send the battery back. That's not the postage. That's the packaging for disposal.
Well, apparently, these are all things you learned after the $2,000 in lithium batteries and your experience with it. Like, what prompted you to do that without, like, especially like, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I like with all that knowledge you just said you had. I mean, what?
I thought I knew it'd work.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I had enough knowledge
Gosh.
to make it work.
And that had you pissed, I'm sure.
And I
That's
mean,
a lot of bucks. A lot.
I actually could have probably made, and I got my money back. I mean, because I stock. I probably have 100 batteries in stock all the time.
Yeah.
So I have batteries. I have plenty of them, and I have plenty of my suppliers don't want to lose.
Yeah.
They didn't want me to send back all my batteries because I was pissed. But I basically traded them back, and I knew I was losing about $60 a battery because I knew how much it cost to send them back.
Right. That's crazy.
But I probably could have made it work. Here's the thing: I know for a fact I could have made it work.
Yeah.
But the risk was too high. I mean, if I melt one of my choppers, I mean
that and being in a shed that
or if it's
burn along with it.
If
right?
it's in my shop, burns down everything in my shop. Or if it's in my trailer and it burns my trailer down with everything in it, driving down the road.
Looks at that too, like finds out you put something that didn't belong in the bike, and
it won't. Insurance will not cover it because it's not
negligence.
It's not manufacturer recommended. So,
wow, yeah,
yep. So
there's a little tidbit for y'all when you go upgrade your motorcycles and do stuff without some real thorough.
And if you think about it, here's a quick way to think about it. Most of your cell phones have lithium-ion batteries that are okay. Have you ever been charging your phone and notice how hot that phone gets? That's how hot that battery is. A smaller battery than a motorcycle battery. Okay. Most motorcycle batteries are stuck underneath the seat of a motorcycle with no ventilation to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lithium-ion.
And with heat from the engine flying back at them usually. They
need to cool down. And cars that run lithium-ion batteries have fans that run that cool them. Air conditioners, the AC units, the Freon cools them down. Motorcycles do not have anything to cool them down. Yeah. And in the same token, what makes them bad is in hotter and cooler areas below 42 degrees or so, when they get cold, they start to freeze. And you know how things get when they hot and heat and expand.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. So the biggest problem with motorcycle batteries is some bikes have lithium-ion batteries, Groms and things like that. They do, but they also don't run on they also run a more cooling, more open battery. Like older motorcycles that remember that had the chrome, like the FXRs and the Dynas had that chrome box around the battery outside. Them batteries still get hot because they don't allow any movement. If you were to take that chrome box off, you could run a lithium-ion battery safely. But I wouldn't put it on any motorcycle that you got to stick underneath the seat because it's constantly getting heat. And in the summertime, it's underneath a black seat. Sun's beating on it. It's getting hot and it's not cool. And we all
like all the jewels are too. You don't, you know.
Yeah. And by the time it happens, it's gonna melt everything you own.
Welded. Yeah.
So
by the time you realize what's happening, it's already too late.
Getting your chopper chopped as you're going down the road.
Yeah. And if anybody's ever seen a lithium fire burns so hot that water or nothing. We have about ready to have the largest battery production plant in the United States in my town.
Yeah.
We just put a fire department. One block from it, and that they're building right now. The fire department that they're building is the size of a small city, and it's to put out lithium stuff. It has all special equipment, just in case something happens.
Yeah, an explosion there or a fire would not be good. I'm sure they got to have things for miles around too that are
Oh, there's nothing in
taken
there.
into consideration.
They bought every house within a quarter mile of it. There is nothing in there. It's in a wide open field. If that burns, it's all gone.
Mm.
So I mean, lithium's. I'm all for moving things farther forward in the future in the lightweight. But if it's not made for it, and I would not do it.
Or there's no protective devices that will allow those chemical reactions not to create, or when it does, at least signal that it's happening. Yep,
and that's why, if you remember, the other thing is lithium batteries. They don't like water. Okay, if you remember the ships that caught on fire in the water and melted completely everything on them on their way over, they were carrying cars with lithium-ion batteries on them, and they got wet.
Sunk their boat.
Lithium-ion battery gets wet, it also becomes a fire hazard. Water and lithium cause a chemical reaction. So the other thing is, how wet does your motorcycle get when it rains and you ride in the water?
Yeah.
So that's the other aspect that I never thought of when I changed it over, especially in my Sportster chopper, because my battery's out in the middle of nowhere. I wasn't really worried about the heat. What I was not aware of is all the wetness in the water. When it gets wet, it's not good either.
Yeah.
So and then think about everybody talking about all these cars catching on fire, like Elon Musk's, all the Teslas catching on fire.
Yeah.
The reason why Teslas catch on fire is because of lithium-ion batteries. That's what catches on fire. Those cars are designed to run with a lithium-ion battery. They have cooling fans. They run the Freon from the AC system to cool. And the problem is they still get hot sitting parked in the sunlight. They get hot because there's nothing running to cool them. And that's when they catch on fire. Or if they get in the water, they catch on fire because they got wet.
It's like they're setting us up for more disaster and calling it technology and pushing this stuff out. That's like rabbit hole stuff we're about to go into.
Yeah, well, it's because they test it. They're producing it faster than they have time to test for it. Yeah. And we are the test and production people now because they don't have time. Mm-hmm. Because they're pushing so fast for the new technology.
Yeah.
Keeping people employed, like firefighters and construction.
Yeah. People. I mean, firefighters hate them. Yeah. Everybody, nobody.
Got to go to work though. They'll never run out of work.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, and that's why some people just they don't get it. So
no, yeah, we can discuss that all day. Like it's nonsense, really.
Yeah. Yep. And I just got rid of them because I was done with it after one incident. I mean, like I said, I had multiple of them. So, and they have things that come with them and things. And I ride too much to depend on a lithium-ion battery.
There you go.
So,
yeah. Honda Grom. That's what you said. Well, it was kind of built for it, made for it. They won't, Honda Grom ain't going to put off heat like a R1 or a big twin. And
a Grom doesn't run anything like that's not a motorcycle. They only use a battery to start the motorcycle. That's
if you're asking a lot of draw from a battery, it's going to heat it up, just like your phones when you charge it, right? Because I feel like I pick it up like if the light was left on and I forgot to shut light off thing on, it stays on, and I'm there in bed and I feel that thing's like, damn, that thing is damn good and warm,
Buy one of those contact chargers and put your phone on a contact charger and see how hot it gets.
It doesn't, makes it worse, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't use one. They're slow from what I heard. So
if you remember years ago, not very long ago, people were having cell phones catch on fire in their pocket.
Hey, thanks T-Bone for coming by. Appreciate you.
See you later, T-Bone. That was a good live you had earlier. I didn't get to spend much time in there. I was putting my grandbaby down. So
yeah, I was there for most of it. You're back. When the wife yells, she's got a 15-minute break. You salute. That's good, man. Good man. That's a tip. A safety tip for home living. Stayed in for 25 minutes. I'm so hot. 107-degree water. Well, that was a great education. I'm glad that happened this morning, that we got to spur that up with her issue. At least now she got total awareness. She can make decisions on her own from now on about this, and
and I just
and have educated.
I spend too much money on Harleys. Are too much money to run lithium-ion batteries. If you ask 90% of Harley dealerships, if you put a lithium-ion battery in your bike, they say they don't come with lithium-ion batteries. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
If you ask any motorcycle manufacturer on the market, they'll even have them sitting inside of the stores. Should you run a lithium-ion battery in your motorcycle? I can guarantee every single one of them will say no. You know why? Because as soon as they say yes, if that motorcycle catches on fire, they're liable.
We don't want to hear Angel coming back next week. You know what really puts a fire under my ass?
That's exactly
a lithium battery.
Yep. I mean, and she's lucky. She paid $140. That's dirt cheap for a battery. That's cheaper than a good lead acid battery. I don't know where she bought a $140 lithium-ion battery. I mean, unless they're that much cheaper in Canada, but I can tell you that you cannot buy a good lead acid battery for $140 for a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of curious to what size battery that was, because that's cheap. I mean, a Harley battery, I can tell you that a Harley battery is
300 plus.
No, well, an actual Harley battery is $280.
Yeah.
And that's a lead acid battery.
I thought you meant for a lithium battery.
A lithium battery is almost $400 for a Harley.
$400 for it. And it's really not an optimal battery for that type of bike.
But if you buy a Harley Davidson battery, it's about $280. But a lead acid battery for a Harley is.
I'm glad I heard this stuff. I mean,
$100, $150.
See, 240 just paid $280.
That's crazy.
Hey, can I be back? My daughter's calling me. And okay, give me just a minute.
Yeah, man.
What brand battery is it, Angel Face? Because I mean, there's only 4 or 5 battery manufacturers anywhere in the world, but I mean, it's good for 10 years. So it's a 20. I mean, that's.
It's not good for 10 years. It has a 5-year warranty.
220. Oh, it's a
223cc air-cooled single.
That's like a moped.
Yeah.
So I mean, that may only be a small battery. That's probably why. I mean, that's completely different, because that's like Grom. Well, it's almost Grom size. That's probably a small cell battery. That's not even that bike probably only used the battery only to start it. I'm not sure. I don't know that much about the smaller CC motorcycles, but I think that's probably close to like a $140. That's probably a super small battery. That's probably like the old size of like the older Harley Davidsons that were kickstart. Remember the old 6-volt batteries on the side of them? That's all it had. That's probably how small that battery is.
That's the name.
Yeah. Yoko, those are good batteries. But I'm just not a fan. But like I said, that's a whole different game where it's not that big of a. I mean, they don't get as hot. You don't ride as much. You don't ride the distance at higher. You don't have the speed changes and everything as much.
Yeah.
I don't even think Can 223 even go on the highway?
Yeah. Can it go on the highway, Angel?
I don't. What size?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's not even big enough to go on the highway in the United States. It's got to be 250 cc's as a minimum to do highway. So that thing don't even really travel at highway speeds.
Yeah, you can't do highway.
Yeah, that's more like, I think that's more like moped size style, motorcycle size cc's, because it's doesn't do the high speed riding. Moto's still muted.
Yeah,
No, I'm good. I was just I was
Okay.
mouthing, reading past things.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you though.
Yep.
Looking out for me, man.
Yeah.
And moto mouthing.
Yeah, I went. We kind of went through, and there was a couple about the battery again a little bit.
Yeah. Hers is a whole different game, because I mean it's
Oh.
a smaller
Yeah, it's tiny.
smaller animal. Yep.
Yeah.
You always hope to get that phone call to do something fun, you know, and
Angel, don't take that I'm not saying tiny as in a derogatory. I'm just saying it's smaller.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
my daughter, when she calls, she wants me to get up at, can you believe this, 7 a.m. tomorrow and come over and meet her at somewhere. Meet her by 7 a.m. to load up bricks, like building bricks, heavy. They're not that heavy, but I'm just saying there's a lot of them. And yeah, load up a truckload of those, and so she can bring them home and put them around her trees. Go find something else to put around your trees. Go get some plastic fencing.
Yeah.
Why do you want?
I was just joking with her, but we have fun.
It's good exercise.
You get to
I
do
know.
fun manual labor with your daughter. There's not.
And I got to help. I want to help her, you know, and plus her, you know, her man. He's one that, you know, did all that work on my R1 and painted it the first time, and then painted it again.
Yeah.
You know, after it got boo-booed, he didn't have to, you know. So it's like that even motivates you even more to be awful cheery about what can I do for you. You know, how can I help you? It should be that way anyway. I usually am, but I'm just saying it's a motivator.
My painter is not friend. My painter probably won't call me for a few weeks.
Who?
My painter will not call me for a few weeks. He's not happy.
Did you bomb him?
Oh, I dropped off tins and paint, and I was a week late dropping it off. I was a week late giving to him, and I told him, well, I needed a week sooner. So I was a week late, and I needed a week sooner. And I want it like perfect, and I want all the artwork.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
He's
got 30 days minus 2 weeks.
Does he prioritize you and do that pretty well? Is that why he knows he's got to try to?
He's leaving. He's leaving for 2 weeks to go to Texas to teach a school.
So you asked him to do something impossible almost.
Oh, he knows he's gonna have some late nights, and it needs to be fully stripped and sandblasted, and then all the body work redone and completely redone.
How do you sleep at night, Salty, after doing that to somebody?
Not very well, because I have to also rewire the whole bike. I'm having the.
He makes money though, huh?
Doing all upholstered. Yeah. He doesn't make. I mean, he doesn't charge me as much as he does other people, but he probably wishes he did.
Good to see you, retired rider. Retired rider's in here sick. Say howdy.
Yeah, I said hello. Hi.
Did you already? Sorry.
How are you, man?
I didn't know. I'm behind. 15 something equals 71 miles an hour. Oh yeah. And that's funny sometimes when I accidentally hit one of the buttons too long in the R1, it goes into kilometers, and I'm like, oh man. I just got to cut everything close to in half. I can usually fix it on the fly. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I got something to do tomorrow. Anyway.
You get fun
So-
stuff. You get to
Yeah.
spend time with your daughter.
Well, I went last week and I did the plowing of the with the tiller of the garden, and then I think she planted. Yeah, we got to go pick up soil, manure. She had most of that already, but I got in for the mulch because she got real fancy, and in between her rows, she put mulch in there to walk on, so that could walk, and then bought the big metal fencing that you make in an archway so that your produce will hang, like cucumbers and tomatoes, and she's just having a blast doing all this stuff. I love that she does that.
Yeah, my wife likes all that outside,
Yeah.
do stuff around the house too.
Mm-hmm. It's a passion, just like, you with your choppers,
Yeah.
or us with our motorcycles, or anything else that we love to do.
Yep.
And that's a productive one. You get some wonderful meals out of that as well. Does she do canning and anything like that?
No, she just likes to
fresh and
Yeah.
Oh, my grandma, she used to do all that, and she grew beans and everything, shucked them and dried them out too, like the navy beans, and canned strawberries, canned anything you could. They're used to that. They lived in the older days where you had to do those kinds of things,
Yeah.
Ate a whole lot better food too.
Oh yeah, it's a lot better. I mean, I've changed
Yeah.
my diet a ton.
You go get them tomatoes, right? You make you some pasta and real tomato sauce from real tomatoes. You got what the heck were they putting in some of the fruit and stuff? I heard, I don't remember where I heard it from, but it was real bad stuff in your vegetables, and gosh, I forgot what it was. If anybody remembers, it's not good. Don't surprise me.
DDT?
Gosh, I don't know. I thought we all talked about it not long ago, and I was like, damn, I didn't know that.
Roundup?
Yeah, Roundup. Yeah, we did talk about that too. Yeah, Roundup. I don't know how.
I've handled Roundup for at least 30 years.
Rototiller. Yeah. Well, that's what my dad says. We just throw some Roundup on the ground, then till it up, kill the grass. So you ain't got to cut it out, if you're going to make a garden in a backyard that has grass already. I'm like, I just cut it out, like make my own sod and haul it off and then throw the topsoil. Not just round it up, put Roundup on it. I'm like, well, why poison your soil before you go plant in it, But I guess after a certain amount of days, it's supposed to be safe.
Yeah.
Don't have time for that. But he grows up and he's in a big farming area in Minnesota, and he's got his own farmland. He rents it out, and geez, you got planes that come by there and spray those crops. And of course, his garden's there close to the tree line. I know that stuff blows over and hits it.
I'm sure it does.
So nothing's sacred anymore. Trying to have something fresh and healthy these days, it's not even possible.
Nope, not at all.
So eat that pie tonight, okay? Eat that pie. My bike was running and riding just fine on my dead sealed lead acid battery. Just had to push start it, which is easy to do, Salty. Yeah, she was wondering about that, if push starting your bike all the time was anything that would hurt anything.
It ain't no different than kickstarting a motorcycle.
Yeah. No, she got enough juice right to run the thing and don't get left stranded somewhere.
I mean, it don't
Just
hurt
didn't
nothing.
have cranking power no more or something.
It don't hurt nothing. You can push start all day long.
Yeah.
Hurts your body more than it hurts the motorcycle.
Yeah, we had many days having to push cars, and back then we had a lot of clutches, so kids in school, man, we were in good shape usually anyway, doing sports. So
Oh yeah.
Pushing each other's car to get it rolling. If you got to go, got to go. The bike is slightly bigger and slightly faster than a Grom, but has full-sized wheels. That's a bonus. I wouldn't want a Grom around the campground or something like that is great, you know, small wheels, but out on the road you want full. Cause man,
Yeah.
hazards out there. You need some wheels.
Yeah.
Full size.
All right, I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta go get set up. So
hey, thanks for coming out and hanging out and spending some time with us, giving us some free information like you did. That's real generous of you, and we appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, much love to you, brother.
I'll see you at 9, Salty.
All right, see you later.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, none of our regular crew. How many did I send out today? I ain't complaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I sent out 16 invites.
Mm-hmm.
2 people showed up, and one person asked for a. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, maybe Mr. Greg.
I'm just saying.
Maybe maybe I should text him, see how he is.
Yeah, it's summer. I was thinking that too. I'm like, man, I had to cut down on some of these, or at least the time that we do it, because I just want to get out and do stuff now. It's like so nice out. And it's only going to have that sweet spot for a few weeks or a month. Then it's going to be cooking, cooking.
Yeah.
You really don't care to go out. I don't care to go out when it's 90, 95 and hunt for shade all day while you ride. I mean, I used to, I would have, but I'm just not like that no more.
It was hot today again.
Yeah.
But it's, it's Florida. What do you expect,
Yeah. Yeah, you signed up for Florida, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's humid, it's hot, you get wet, you get smelly and salty.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot to say Salty will be on at 9:00, so we might just cut it down at 9 too and make sure y'all go see Salty.
We got his link out there?
I did already earlier, but I'm going to do it again just to
make sure everybody has it.
Everybody has an opportunity to use it. Yeah. See, that's where we could do. Well, I don't know if he's got all the subs he needs. No, he might. I don't know. But you do that redirect.
Yeah. How many does he need?
Well, he's got 831. I don't know when you get it. If you get it at the 500 subs and the proper amount of watch hours, or if it's the 1,000 one. There's 2 levels, so I don't know.
I don't have his phone number. I only contact him through Instagram.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing here? Right here.
On bikes. Okay.
Okay, this is Salty Badgers. Oh, I can't spell. Live. I think he's going to have a guest one tonight as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Present. Let's just put his little spiel up here.
I think I set up
Tales from the Road. Yes.
Yeah, Tales from the Road.
That's what we're going to have.
I think I set up
14.
Sunday and Monday live, maybe.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Salty Badger live, just go check it out and support him. You get a lot of motorcycle talk. Angel, I'm sure you've been there before. You would definitely love his.
Yeah, Salty's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
yeah,
Thomas Bailey. Good evening, brother. I'm here. You'll be around. I'm here. I'll be around everybody's streams tonight, working in the shop. Freaking fantastic. Sick. What were you saying?
I got the Sunday and Monday coffee in the morning set up too.
Okay, you're filling in the 2 days. Great. Yeah. Freaking great.
I'll do that. Try to wake up on time tomorrow morning.
See, I can restream to you because
actually I should set my alarm.
I could restream to Salty. You don't have to have. It's like I've restreamed to you before.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I have it. I can
As
do
long
it.
as you
The other
have it.
person don't have to.
Cool idea. Tell Saltier. Can you contact him?
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. We just got to say, we got the link here. We got what, 10,
Yeah,
10
okay.
12 people. Y'all heard me.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
be nice to do, but yeah. Yeah, he has to put me down as an approved user in his contacts. So, but I'll talk to him about it sometime. Because if he's going to continue doing more of these and I do these, then it'd be healthy, like anybody in the community.
Yeah.
It's trust, and like you want to do that with Salty. You are there. It's good if you want to. Yeah, if you want to try it and see how it works and all that. Salty, you just got to put me in your settings there as an approved user where you put in your moderators, and all that stuff. It's just down a little farther. It says approved user.
And then
Allows me to add your channel to my live streams when I'm done.
okay. That's
So,
cool.
and if you want to try it, I'll go hunt you out because I got the link right here. All I gotta do is grab this link, go. I could show you all how we do this if anybody's interested. It's probably boring stuff, most people. Me, I think it's great. I love learning stuff on YouTube and about YouTube and how to do things and help out people with channels, the small amount I can do. The small amount I'm able to.
I try to share as many people as I can.
Yeah. I'm going to show you while I'm doing it because I'm going to go do this and see maybe you'll put me as you are and approved. Okay, I am. So here's what we do. We go to the studio. We go to, is this content?
Okay.
Okay. The content, we go to the live section because I have a live that's broadcasting right now. Right here's my live. We come over here till we see this little radar thing. It looks like a Wi-Fi.
Okay.
That is your control room. This shows us what's happening in the live stream right now. I have the pin link, it could have a goal. You can add all that stuff if you want to do super chats. Set your thing to live. You can do the question and answer here. You can do topic things here that have settings for it, So, see, I got to scroll over to the right because I'm using. And I hit this edit button. Now you can do other things like all the normal stuff when you upload your video. Like, I want to see, I could do this real quick and put this in my categories. So it's categorized already. I don't have to do that later. I'm getting a little elaborate right now. Oh, damn, it makes me have to go back. I can only do one thing at a time and it boots me out. Where's my edit button? Oh, right there. Here's the main thing. You go to customize, okay? Customize, you make sure you select this live chat if you want it on your replay. So if you do a live show and somebody wants to replay and watch it and see what people said in the chats that you all are typing out there, that has to be checked. It's not default checked.
Yeah, it's not default checked.
Trailer. That's where I add my little funny trailer that Mac made and stuff with this all us YouTube stars in it, right? He was so kind. Love old Mac. So here's the redirect. I already copied and pasted the deal. Search. I got to do it over here. Search videos from other channels. Boom. There it is. I cut and pasted it. There's the Salty. There it is. It's going to redirect. So when you all leave here, when we shut this off, poof, you'll be right over there in Salty. You can say hi, ready and waiting. So we'll probably do it 10 minutes before 5-10 minutes. So you can go in there and say hi and explore this whole fun thing we just did. Was that exciting?
And then it'll just, if you stay in the chat, it'll automatically redirect you over to Salty's live.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan. It'll be magical.
It'll be magic. It's magic.
Oh, magical. We'll be on 11 tonight.
11.
Not 10, but 11.
We're pretty caught up.
What's that? Pretty caught up? Yeah, well, just nobody saying nothing no more.
That's good.
I bored them to death.
Good, but you know what I mean.
Or you were paying attention and not typing. You were paying attention to what was going on.
Yeah.
That is good stuff to know, though. It really is. If you like
Yeah, it is.
helping your community, your friends, your friends and neighbors, yeah.
Yeah. You
And
know,
show
the
'em
first
some,
time I need to do that, I'm going to ask you all that again. You know that,
yeah,
right?
show them some love, and well, that's where you do your latency too. You know, if you want quick responses, your latency,
Yep.
same spot. This is still that
I
control
do
room.
ultra low latency. Every single time. I know how to do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
ultra low. Thanks to Sterling Wheel, he showed
Yep.
us. I don't think that selection is up right now. That happens before your live starts. It's
Yeah.
already too late to switch the latency.
Yep.
So
Agreed. Yeah, totally.
your step.
You do it at the beginning.
Yeah, so every time you schedule a live set, just go there and fine tune it up. Should I try to get a nail in my tire for our next topic? I have videos that went like thousands and thousands of views with a simple staple in my R1 or a nail, and you show that. And yeah, it's good content.
Anything that says storage unit as well.
People like to, means something's happening.
Yep.
Let's hear what's going on.
Yep. Anything that has
How about
storage.
Foot Doctor? Did Foot Doctor do anything?
I don't even know. I gotta look.
Yeah.
Let me hold on. Let me look real quick. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
I know you don't. But you do know about the storage.
Foot Doctor got 96 views.
Yeah, that's low.
Yeah.
For your
and the
compared to your
FXR
storage. Storage had what, 3,000-4,000?
Yeah. The camp out one had almost 10,000.
Hell yeah. That's good news.
That was alive. The FXR setup was 39 views, and the FXR talk and updates, which I just released the Thursday, was 48 views, or Friday, whatever day it was.
Thanks for the appreciation. Quick, thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
I'd like to try to, and I have my stuff.
Didn't even get no pity thank yous. Go ahead. Sorry.
I have it set for people in blogs, I believe.
Oh, under category?
Yeah, which is what I was told to do it under.
Yeah, I told you that a while ago, and then you know who like I've been doing these lives now under entertainment. I don't think any of it makes a difference for my channel unless it's something else really getting put. That isn't what's going to make a big deal for you. But being a big deal is having some trashy stuff to talk about, or some whatever, or some very high professional, whatever, or you're Joe Reagan,
Yeah, like looking at it,
small community members just trying to have some fun and share with everybody and doing what we do here, feature some things, get some feel goods, put somebody's channel up. What do you got there? 10,000 views. Yeah, Angel, it's amazing.
So the last of the storage unit was 3,108 views, and then there's another one. So, and then the camp out was 9,983.
That's good.
And the other one with the storage units is on the next page, I believe.
So, Angel, what is have you ever noticed, what is your biggest video? I know you've had some that really went kawowzers and I just don't remember, but they were pretty decent. Was it the one when you brought the motorcycle into the bathtub, the bath talk? We explored your channel that one day. I think we looked at some of that. I just kind of forget. So you're here and talking to us, talking to you, and talk about you and your channel. Then
there was a part 1 and a part 2 in February. That was the part 1 got 4,000 almost, and the part 2 got 1,100.
Oh, that's freaking nice.
Yeah,
you can screen share all this stuff, sick, and just throw this so we can, all look at what you're talking about. But
I forgot
that's
about
up to you. That's all right.
Yeah. It's a
No.
lot of work right now. I just
Yes,
finished.
I work. I'd just rather not. I'd just rather tell you about it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
We want simple.
Yeah.
Where is he?
That's funny.
There she is. That is so funny. I do not pay attention to my videos. No. But we did that one night and we were going through it. It's all right. You can just say that and we won't talk about it. I did one a month ago about a snowmobile, got 11K, then a 50-minute fun video on the 125 and got 800. I just have fun enjoying these process. The rest will come. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's like neat. Like I had no idea when I knew doing a vertical live was good. I just, so I did do some in the garage once in a while, like about my R1 fairings. Let's put some fairings on, or let's fix the damn clutch cable myself because I don't do this stuff. I'm not a mechanic. And talk to y'all. And gosh, those will get like some incredible numbers. They don't mean nothing. Nobody really. You might get 2 or 3 subscribers or something like that, which it's not a big deal, but it's just interesting to see and fun little stuff you can do on YouTube. Moto, you need to come to Mob, and I know you talk about that, man. When I win the lottery, I'm going to all this stuff, and that's what I need. I need lotto money. Lotto money.
Yeah.
I'd love to be there.
Where's Mob again? Tennessee?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. That's right.
Where Rolling Throttle is, I believe. It might have moved more west. It could be into Tennessee. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The fairing show on the whole. Yeah. And and I got a lot of help from you guys. And when I was doing the lenses and restoring headlights, I put on the restoring headlights. Dingbat in the garage. That's how I look at myself. I had got a lot of help, a lot of interaction, and it was a lot of fun for me and people. And it's just like I do. I love helping when somebody asks for help. Like sick, for instance, how do you do this or how you do it? Well, I know something for a change on something. I love to help them, and people like to do that. Usually,
I'm very tech not savvy.
And I ask you about stuff. You go, well, Moto, this is damn well.
Yeah.
Don't make me tell you again.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I just you're too passive sometimes.
There it is, West Virginia. Yeah, I don't like getting in trouble.
I know.
I've had my tail whooped too many times, right? It's like, just shut your mouth. You'll be good, Dean. You won't get hurt.
But
you won't get hurt. Views mean very little to me. What I like is the meaningful comments. Yeah, that's that. And I was talking about that the other day. Say even like watch hours, having watch hours, and you see watch hours. That's engagement. That's most of them are from lives. That's you and I. This is community building and friendships and exchange of information and stuff we learned. Like Salty, come on, he gave a class. He gave a freaking class.
Yeah, that was great.
I had no awareness of that stuff. And how did that start? Coffee this morning.
Yeah,
okay?
Yep.
6 gonna have another coffee tomorrow. Who knows what that'll bring? You just come with some time on your hands and an open heart and come out here and do things with y'all. And have some fun and some laughs and jokes and whatever the hell else happens.
Yeah. What's up, Jim?
Might even get Jim Reynolds up here. World famous Jim Reynolds. Fantastic teacher. Retired firefighter. Does a lot of service for people. Has helped a lot of. Gets out of himself, Gets out of himself. And he gives back. So those are commendable things. People don't always, they look over stuff like that. I have. But when we're on here focusing on these things, we get to, hey, don't forget, appreciate your friends, appreciate your neighbors, appreciate your family. He's selling it tomorrow. He's selling what?
The Rocket 3.
The Rocket 3?
His son stopped by.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get ready to get off here so you can get a redirect. This will redirect you at any time, but you get a little pre-chat with Salty Badger on his live before it starts, so you can say some highs and hellos if you all don't mind, right? I don't think nobody is going to object. We'll see Sick in the morning anyway, right? What time you going on? 9:30, Sick?
What's the usual time? 9:30.
That's what I do is 9:30, but
it's 9:30.
Need any likes or views? I have, and
Pretty sure.
have an online friends. Yeah, I still like liking views, but they're not a necessity. They don't mean, a whole lot. Other than when I get a lot of them and go, oh, isn't that cool? And then that's it.
I've been trying to make comments more.
Angel Face Motor Rider Canada's probably quite boring and beautiful at the same time. I think so. I feel the great people and interact would just be as cool in person. It definitely. And we get some motovlog meetups to actually do that at, like, Sterling Wheel may be close in my vicinity Monday. I might go meet him and see him. That's a possibility.
That's awesome.
Movie feature not made for who? Complete strangers. Yeah, same here. I know what you mean. So I said it's more for the community than it is for hoping I reach a bunch of whatever.
Yeah.
People out there we've never seen or heard of before like it. So met and rode with a bunch of people I talked to online. Not been disappointed yet. That comes from a guy who's been at a lot of interactive premieres and live streams, Evil Rick. Thank you.
Man. Thanks, Evil Rick.
Post sexy photos when I was young, and I'm not going to do it. I don't blame you. I wouldn't sell yourself like that either. You don't need that.
Later, quick.
I appreciate you, Angel Face. Been a great contributor. Quick shoe, you too, brother. Love you, man. Love you back. All right, let's go hit this end stream. I'll talk to you for the 17 seconds that my outro is, and we'll go see Salty for a few, okay? Sound like a deal?
Oh, everybody.
All right, so long. Thank you for coming here.
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song.